Also in my country, because of all the stress, headache is a big problem for a lot of people. So what could they do if they carry this little bag with 4 essential oils around? What could they do if in the middle of the day they get a headache behind their computer?
Okay, so again, always look what's going on, what's my environment, what's causing my headache. That's very important, because the oil is not your slave, and the oil also is not a mechanic part that you put in your head, or a pill that you drop. So look always the whole. So your friends are there again, ready to help you, but also they need to know what's going on, which kind of help you need. So specifically too, in that case, 3 of the oils you can use for headache, in particular 2. The 2 are lavender, because what causes a headache in general?
Stress. Yeah.
Right? Tension. So lavender. And then the other one is what other thing could give you headache, for example?
Lack of oxygen.
Lack of oxygen, yes. What else? Another situation. What people do that get a headache?
A bruise.
Well, could be a bruise, but they drink.
They drink, okay.
Yeah, they have a headache. That's a very big
alcohol.
Exactly.
Alcohol abuse. Okay.
Yes. So where is the alcohol sitting that giving a headache? Where the headache come from? Alcohol via the liver, right?
Yeah.
Or your stomach, your digestion. So you can have you overload your liver through food, or food that are not really helpful, or alcohol, and then you have a headache. So in that case, peppermint.
Okay.
Because peppermint is going to first help to dilute, release this thing that's stuck inside of you, and also it's very cooling, because when you have a headache, you have a situation of heat, right?
Tension in your head.
Tension, the heat, your head like. So very carefully, you 1 drop of peppermint in your temple. You need to see if the pain comes from here. Sometimes the pain comes from the back. So you can put a drop of peppermint, or lavender, either one. In the case of his alcohol, put peppermint and put the peppermint here to dissolve. Or other ways, sniff it. And then here, very careful, because the peppermint is extremely volatile. So if you get close to the eyes, it can be very irritating. So don't do that with a child, because the child is going to put the hands, put in the eyes. But if you are an adult, you put 1 drop, 1. You put it here. You can massage a little bit and breathe. And because you drank some alcohol, put 1 under this sternum. So, or you just lavender. The headache, you're very tense with your work, with your family, whatever. So you smell the lavender. Put a drop in your shirt, mix with vegetable oil, put in your body here, because here you are constantly smelling.
And another very practical one is, what do we do when we cut ourselves?
Oh, that we have 2 big ones. One is the lavender, and another one is the tea tree.
The tea tree?
Yes, but the question, why lavender? You're saying that lavender is relaxing, is for headache and high blood pressure, so why are you talking about the cut? Because it's very good to renew the skin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then also it's very relaxing, like a child. Cut, is nervous because of the cut. Of course, the oil is going to close the cut, but yet it's going to give you this relaxation, like we did in the fever. We put a drop, so help to relax. But here you want to close the cut. So I said to 3. So which one should I choose? Either one, unless you have a cut that got dirt, like my son, he was running around 3 years old at the time, so he hit a stone open under the nail, full of dirt, you know. So I said, this can get infected. So I took him to the sink. I washed with water as much as possible, because it was hurting. But I needed to wash the dirt. And then I poured the tea tree oil.
The tea tree, yeah.
With the you know, sure it was going to close the wound. In the next day in the morning, it was amazing. Not only the no infection, and the wound was closed. So both are very good to close the skin. You know, tea tree or lavender. If it's insect bite, a wasp, tea tree, you have to be patient. You wait a little bit, but the burn is going to go away very quick.
Oh.
So for cat, tea tree or lavender.
Well, thank you very much. I wondered, what could people with high blood pressure do with this little travel kit?
Can do a lot. My mom, she wouldn't go anywhere without her aromatherapy bottle. She had one in her bag, another one beside her bed. Every time I would travel to Brazil, that's where I'm from, I would have to take one fresh aromatherapy lavender for her, because she...
Lavender?
Lavender.
That was she carried around?
Yes,
okay.
Because we were talking before about you know, relaxation. Lavender is one of the big, well-known and easy to access aromatherapy oil.
And how would you use that lavender to get your blood pressure down?
I'm going to mention my mother again, because she's such a good example. You sniff it, because that the fast blood pressure, it's something that sometimes make people very tense, very afraid, or the pressure can spike. So you want result immediately. So
yes.
when you, through the skin, when you put with oil, take a little bit longer. When you smell it, you sniff it, go straight in your brain and then affect your functions immediately. So you sniff the oil, that's one thing. Another one, you put a drop in your pillow, you know, before you go to sleep. You know that your pressure is a little bit too high, you want to be comfortable, so you put a drop, like one drop each side of the pillow, because if you turn to one side to turn to the other, you can sniff the oil. And another day, I was at home and someone called a woman that I know, said, "Bod, please, I need that oil that you gave me once, because my blood pressure is really very high and I'm afraid." I said, "Come here immediately." So she came, she sat in a chair. So I said, "Close your eyes, just be aware of your breath." And then I put the oil for her to sniff. She just went in that melting space. And then next thing, her pressure had dropped. So
wow.
I'm not saying that's going to substitute your medication. If you have any medication, you are on the medication, I'm not suggesting you to, okay, now I don't take my medication, I'm going to use the oil. It's not what I'm suggesting. I'm saying to you that it helps to lower the blood pressure, and then you can use, if you don't have your medication, or if you don't have to take your medication, or if you make this choice, you can make your own choice. You know, I'm going to try something else. You know, you have your medication here, and then you have the lavender oil. If you can skip, you know, there are ways that people reduce the medication. They can reduce it. You know, you have to have your own support system to do these things with a support. But maybe it's something that you want to do, you know, reduce your medication with the oil. So my mother did that. So she didn't do so much the medication when she started doing the oil.
Okay.
So, high blood pressure, stress, right? People with high blood pressure, any kind of stress, you know, the pressure goes up. So it applies not only for high blood pressure, apply for overall stress.
Okay.